Welcome to Big Al's channel. So no one's in at the minute. That's okay. I will start packing the eBay orders. So the whole idea is this whole week, what I'm doing is I'm trying to show everybody what it's like to start basically my eBay channel. Excuse me. I've been working Michael, how are you? I've been working ever so hard to try and get the eBay sales back up. I have succeeded, and there's a bit of work involved in doing so. And I'm doing regular updates on the videos, and I'm now doing lives on the packing. Now, the reason why I'm doing the packing is because this is what I used to do myself. 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, I used to pack stock. So all I'm doing is I've managed to get an average now of, is it now close to, so I'm making about 50 to 60 sales a day already. From last week, it was only 20. And what I'm doing is I'm constantly aggressively selling. Well, Cameron, what are you doing? You should be off at school, young man. So the aggression that I have to use is simply lots and lots of advertising. Tons of advertising with the ad fees. That includes promoted listings and that sort of stuff. So I'm now basically just packing books for Amazon and putting the packing slips in, and I'm basically bagging them. So the idea really is, well, Richard, the idea really is to try and, it's school break already. Are you off today, Cammy? Is everyone off? If that's the case, I'll come down earlier tomorrow to see you. Bye. Oh, you're in school. Sorry, mate. Right, I got it now. I got it. Bye. Yeah, okay, mate. That's my son. He's in school. He logged into me. Hi, Andrew. Welcome to the channel. This live is not usual. I'm doing these lives every morning while I'm packing. We probably will make a habit of it, and I'll get Richard to do it when he's packing. Isn't that right, Richard?
Yes, boss.
Look at this. Look at this tiny little book here. Look. SAS Survival Guide. Oh, Lakeland, Florida. Good. Welcome, Kevin. How are you, sir? The SAS Survival Guide. The guide to surviving anywhere. I actually might keep that myself because there's going to be a zombie invasion one day. That'll come in handy for me for a zombie invasion. I feel it's going to be handy. But you know what? I need the money. And it's £6. So the way I see it is, bye-bye SAS Guide. The zombie invasion will have to wait for money. There'll be no need for money then when there's a zombie invasion. I know that. Anyway, what am I talking about? This is not what I'm supposed to be here talking about. I am here talking about eBay and Amazon and how we're going to improve the sales during this terrible time. I don't know what it's like in Lakeland, Florida at the minute, but I am seeing recession here in Northern Ireland and the United Kingdom. What is it like for you guys? Are you finding it tight? There was a thing that came in today. Quite a strange statement saying that the cost of energy has been uncapped, and that's one of the pending reasons why we now are going into recession in the UK, because they have now been ungoverned and they've got their fuel costs more or less, they're paying themselves. I think some of the water rates have gone up like 20 to 50% from last year, and people are just going, I can't afford to buy books, I can't afford to buy fashion anymore. I'm going to have to do. So I believe that's one of the reasons why we've taken a massive nosedive. I didn't even think about that, but there's absolute data coming from the Office of National Statistics stating that there's a big issue with currently the economy in the United Kingdom because of energy prices. Never thought I'd say it. I thought that was last year's problem. Turns out it's this year's problem too. So the energy boys are taking more money, as usual. More fucking money. And that's a big effect on how we do our business. So, good old Richard has given me more free of charge bubble wrap. He's buying it out of his own wages, and he's pissing me off because of it. Good to see sales. Yeah, Nuri123. What a great. Welcome to the channel, Nuri123, and what a great name you have. I have a beautiful property in Nuri. I love my Nuri area. I've lived there. I lived there for 8 years to recover my wounds. I'm now sort of going from property to property now, like a wee bit of a gypsy. But yeah, no, sales are up. But Nuri, I could tell you now, mate, there's been a lot of what would I call it, aggression in order to get the sales up. I've had to be very aggressive on how I sold. And because of that, I'm packing all the sales to try and keep the staff busy. We sadly lost a member of staff yesterday to sickness. So, and I'm sure it's the issues of mental health is caused by, sadly, the issues we have as a company with the fact that the business isn't doing so well. It creates a demoralistic purpose, and it's not morally. Ayrshire, Ross, good Scottish friends. Welcome to the channel, Ross. So all I'm doing here, I'm just sitting there busy packing, doing more wee bits and pieces for my customers. And sales on Amazon are up. I think I'm sitting now at, I've probably made about 700-800 quid in the last 3 days with Amazon. Why? Because I'm now getting used to this buy box competitive nonsense thing, jig. It's not easy. Yeah, me too, Andrew. I get sick of it all the time, but you then have to go and look at the end thing. Did you know that Metallica's going to Glasgow, Hampden Park? They're heading to Hampden Park next year. I don't know, Skater Guy, if you like Metallica, but the tickets are out in the 28th, 29th. I'm going to Glasgow, I feel. Hampden Park, here we come, mate. So yeah, Metallica are on tour. Bloody Metallica. That was Vincent calling me. I have a funny videos on the channel. When you call me, Vincent, what happens is, my man, is I can't see it. Yeah, I love Metallica too. They're on tour. Get the tickets before I do. I'm going to buy about 5 of them and bring all my mates. Maybe bring the staff. Get Richard to bang out to Metallica. What do you think, Richard?
Not my cup of tea.
No, I'm going to bring Richard to Metallica. I think we should do it. We should do a company strategy. I'll buy VIP tickets for Metallica. Be just great. Craig, I'm doing well, mate. You got your parcel yet? Has it arrived yet with you? Yeah. What was I going to say to you? So, yes, sales with Amazon. Much better. We're moving more over to that. So, new plan for eBay. When I pushed all my listings onto one, I said to you guys I was going to go ahead and I was going to deliver another aspect to it. I now believe firmly that there is a window with an anchor store of how much we sell during this time. And we're allocated a certain amount of customers no matter how much we pay. And I believe that in order to maximize my profits again, one more time, I need to move my stock onto the next anchor and have 2 anchor stores. And that way, I believe I can double my sales again. So currently, what are we sitting at? 700 a day, 600 a day?
What?
Roughly? I think we near had 600 yesterday, didn't we, in eBay?
Yes, okay, it was.
So I'm doing an average of 700, 800, 600 a day. No, I'm not with FBA. It's fulfillment by merchants, so FBM, and I don't do any stock with FBA. All my stock is in the warehouses. I buy my own stock and I sell my own stock. I don't use drop shippers, etc. So anyway, the anchor stores with Amazon. There's going to be 2 of them now. There's going to be Big Al Superstore number 1 and Big Al Superstore number 2. Why? Because the window, I believe, the window of selling is roughly about 600 to 700 a day at the high rank of advertising that I'm doing. Good morning, Andrew. How are you, sir? We'll talk to you. I text you later on. Oh, Essential is at 1K per month of fees. No, it's more. It's working out more at the minute. You will find out on the video that I'm doing about, and it's going to be called, I'm doing the video not today, but tomorrow. It'll be on Friday's event, and it's known as eBay Greed. That's what the thumbnail is going to say. It's going to be the greed of eBay 2025. And how much we have to do, but the fees are phenomenal. Last month, before we got out of bed, a week, eBay were taking about $1,000 off us. And if we made 2.5 grand, we only got $1,000 back, which is just crazy. Now, when I say about that, the fees I'm talking about as well is with the postal shit. So the postal issues were our cost as well. All right, okay, so it'll be there tomorrow. Look forward to it. It is worth it. It absolutely is worth it, because we've got staff here, we've got responsibilities, and I have to have businesses running, because my head would be mad if I didn't. But it is worth it, because if you look at if you keep going, you keep pushing the money through. What I've noticed is that it is better to do what I'm doing now than do what we were doing last week. By not advertising and not doing anything, we ended up with basically no money at all. And the staff was sitting there going, I'm going to be out of a job. So it is worth it to have my team here, to have this business run, and to want to grow it. We can, if we stabilize our bottom row, I can move forward, and I can. Dylan, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel from Australia. I advertise on eBay, the eBay stores. We're talking about our eBay stores, Dylan. So the advertising rate is very high, Mood Essential. Yeah, well, we're not really turning cash that much, Mood Essential. I think what's happening is the sales are going up, and therefore my profit margin, we still have a good profit margin. I mean, with the money that I'm doing, like this book here, this book's going out, Lessons in Chemistry. It's a book. I sold it for £4.18, including postage, which means that I only made £2. No, I made £1.77, but I bought the book for £1. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that's the end of it, because this is only one book of 20 or 30 books that I would sell a day at the minute. And because of that, if you look at some of the sales that I'm making, like this book here, look, A Year Full of Pots, I made 16 quid on it. But I bought this book for £1 too. And I bought that book for £1. So I'm still making money, albeit pretty shit, but it's money still. And I have to pragmatically look at the overall money that's coming in. Since I've come back into the eBay business that I own and come away from the construction side of things, what I've done is I've managed to realize between 3 and 5 grand extra a week in our bank account, of which is maybe 10,000 a week of sales. But sadly, I have to give 5 grand to eBay and Amazon and the post office, which is fucking annoying, excuse my language, and I terribly say, I shouldn't be saying that, but we still have staff. Oh, thank you, Richie, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't call it a drive, I call it ADHD. Oh, I've got this inability. There's Joel.
Hello, everybody. Does anybody want a can of Heinz beans sent with the item? Let me know. Get it sorted for you.
There you go, Craig. If you want to buy something,
Craig, look us on the eBay.
Craig,
these are for you, bro. I got these sent out to you.
We'll get you a tin of beans, Craig. By the time I finish with you, you'll have no bloody money, and you'll be starving anyway, Craig.
Craig, some beans.
Les is not on the live yet. She will be, I'm sure. We're looking into contact. Andrew, when we're meeting up on Saturday, Hope. You can come to my property. I'll send you the link. We're meeting up, aren't we? You can come to my house for a cup of coffee. I'll make you a nice cup of coffee. Hopefully it's not raining. I was going to text you this morning, but I just was up to my eyeballs. So sales are up, profits are up, but so are eBay's. eBay are making a grand fortune off me out of my products. Yes, I have to sell more and I'm making less and more corporations are making more money off me. But there's a video from that. There is a video from that. And that video will be given today or made today about eBay greed. I'm going to be doing it in this shirt. This is where the uniform I'm wearing for the eBay greed thing. And I believe that it's going to be a pretty damn hard video. It's the last video of the greed of eBay of 2025. Yeah, no, it's okay, Andrew. Look forward to it, mate. Well, you can have some coffee at my place and we'll sit and chat. So the scenario is, I realize it now. Since we've had less income, since eBay have less customers, since the economics have changed in society, United Kingdom, Europe, America, worldwide, there's a recession on. And due to that, eBay want the same amount of money for less work. Basically, they have less customers, they're getting less customers in, but they want the same amount of profits for their shareholders. Therefore, I have to pay that. And other people who are seeking to employ staff, the people that are sitting on the one-man bands, if you're not going to get with the idea of having to give them less or give them more money, you're not going to make the sales. That's what I can see. And I was one of them people. I was only paying 2% advertising rate. It's still pretty good, 2% to 5% advertising rate. Look at this, Kiss. How much did I sell that for, guys? Have a guess how much I sold that for. There's Leslie. How are you, darling? This I sold, and I'm just liquidating my stock. This is a liquidation. How much? You wouldn't believe it. £4.34 for a 50th anniversary Kiss annual with postage. Yeah, Kiss times 3, David Bowie times 2. We're selling them cheap. We're moving on. Because I'm sitting on another 50,000 items, 50,000 books that I haven't listed yet. And we need to open the shelves up. We need space. There's no point in the stock sitting here scratching itself, guys. I'm not a storeroom. I'm a seller. So if I have to make a pound, I have to make a pound. It's the way it is. I've got another £50,000 to make in books in the next couple of months. And I could see it getting really, really, really big. Welcome to the channel, Taco. And I'm glad you do. Take a look at what I do. I own numerous businesses. But right now I am super focusing on my eBay business and my Amazon business. Getting back to basics, because the basics are starting to erode. At the minute, it's starting to erode. Anyway, that's so Jose Parks is actually Joel upstairs. So we're down to 2 staff today because our Dino is off today. Dean's off. And why is he off? He is commiserating. He lost in the Spurs match last night. Ha ha! Spurs knocked his ass. And he's not happy, so he's taking the day off sick. Isn't that what it is, Richard?
Oh, you booked a holiday?
He's booked. No, he didn't book a holiday. Don't listen to Richard. Richard's always straight. He can't wind anyone up at all. He's terrible. No, he didn't book a holiday. He took off sick because Tottenham Hotspurs lost. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's quite funny. I called him there, Joe, and I tried to call him. He wasn't answering the call. I think he's gone to the doctors. Anyway, there's another Kiss sold. So we're selling a lot of the Kiss books at the minute. I'm glad, to be honest with you. Just get rid of them. £4.34. What a bargain. What a bargain. Anyway, so Amazon are looking for me to race down to the bottom. I found out why Amazon is stood still. And the reason is, again, because of less customers. Amazon's not been as greedy. What they're looking for, they've got the same fees, but what they're looking for is you to knock the crap out of the price. So we knock the crap out of the prices, and due to that, money's coming back through the door. Ultimately, it is what it is. If it's a buyer's market, when there aren't many buyers, you got to get with a buyer's market. It's as simple as that. Once it's a seller's market and there's more supply than demand, or there's more demand than supply, then the price can go up. But when there's more supply than there is demand, you have to supply. And ultimately, that's what I have to do. I have to get with the program, guys. And yes, I will lose money. I won't make the usual money that I made every year, but who cares? I'm all right in the other businesses I own. Another thing that I've done is I've reached out to another person. I don't know if you guys know this. I was telling you guys about it, the Belfast Coffee Company. I want to buy shares in the Belfast Coffee Company, so I'm going to make inquiries with Albert about buying some of his business. There's another company who've come to me as well since that, and I'm interested, and I'll not say it because of just in case it goes terribly wrong. I wouldn't mind owning shares in that business too. So you might find there could be a major change in direction of where I am in regards to what I own. However, I'm not going to go as a active entrepreneur. I want to start buying business. I want to start buying shares in companies that I'm standing back from and just taking the shares. I would just want to be a shareholder now. I think it's about time I started retiring my whole life. Angel, how are you, darling? Just basically retiring, not retiring fully, I mean, but just retiring in the aspect of doing the work actively. We are doing this with this business too. I will share with you today. I've made a decision after this, once I've launched it or relaunched it and regrew it, I'm going to sell some shares to my staff, and I'm going to make them shareholders of their own company. And I'm just going to take the majority ownership and more or less donate it to them so that they become business owners and they can run the business. Leslie, anything you sell at the right price won't lose money. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm making money. All my books are roughly about £1 each, roughly. Brand new books, I'm getting them for £1 each. Am I out? Am I out? Oh, crikey. There's eBay stuff coming in. So what have I got? And it's all the shitty stuff that's selling for some reason on eBay. It's all the sub £10 stuff. There's a used battery. Oh, I sold that, yeah. An old Marlboro Zippo lighter. What's this? A tiny little battery, Samsung battery. That's an 810, that is. I think that's an 810 or 510. 310. I didn't think the 310s would sell still. Anyway, let's get packing these girls. So I'm doing all the packing at the minute, guys. Reason I'm doing all the packing is because I want to make sure 100% that the boys continue doing what they're supposed to do. We're doing a major tidy up of the store today, and Joe sadly is working on his own again because I haven't the time to deal with my construction side of business. We've got a new company, a person joining me next week. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Leslie. That is absolutely an ingenious thing to say to me. Is it ingenious? Is it ingenious? Okay. I wasn't aware of that, darling. To be honest with you, yeah, I want to be a shareholder, and I agree with you. Solid brass. Let me just look at that. That's actually really interesting what you've just said. I'll make that inquiry as I'm talking to Albert and how he's getting on. Is it happening right now? What has failed worldwide now? Okay, I appreciate that. Are you crapping me, Leslie? Oh, shit. Okay. I wasn't aware of that, doll. Maybe that's why he's really panicking at the minute. You know, maybe well, I'm sure it'll bottom out and come up again. And that's the time, is it not, to start buying like property? I don't know. I genuinely don't know about the failing coffee market. Supply and demand, I assume. Supply and demand. £7.49. Let me just see here. Julie. That just you've just taken my pockets off. What a see you, Leslie. I don't know. Leslie, we should be business partners, love. 30 years in a high level research tells me they did. I trust your word, girl. I trust your word. Don't you worry about that. You are extremely trustworthy in what you say. I'll check it out and I will make more decisions. However, let me ask you a question. Crop failure, okay. All right. Let me ask you a question though. When it comes to buying shares in a brand, tea as well, darling. He does. It's the tea as well, Leslie. I still see a future in the brand. Maybe not in the produce this year. Yes, they have. And Tesco buy the Belfast Coffee Company. They buy their stock. And I can see this is Albert's problem. His issue is that he has to, or he's trying to, buy stock for Tesco's and Sainsbury's. And Suki Tea started. Well, where are Suki Tea now? Are they still around? So these are raw for Chris. Yeah, so it's hard to understand where I'm going to go with that, but necessarily I still want to get into the business of buying shares in companies that I no longer run. I want to sort of give like 20, 30, 50, 100 grand or whatever it is into a business and actually stand back from it. Okay. All right. I'll give you a call, Leslie, about that. All right, darling? I'm going to go down and meet him nonetheless because I'm definitely interested in it. But I take your words extremely well, as usual. I find that you've given yourself a reputation of being good at what you say. And you and I, it's lovely to have you with me as a person who could advise me. So I am being a bit selfish by keeping your advice and not paying you for it, but it's good advice nonetheless. And I do regard you as a mentor. Thank you, Leslie. I'll talk more about when that happens, when that comes through. So, again, why am I standing here packing when I have staff who could do it? Isn't that right, Richard?
That's right.
That's right, Richard.
It is.
Why am I standing here doing the packing? Well, number one is because I'm proving them that they're going too feckin' slow. Number one. And their time management, given the fact that Richard has been in management for a very long time, he should know that time and motion is a very important factor when it comes to business profitability. Am I right, Richard?
You are.
So I'm standing here while I'm doing the live and I'm showing them how to pack right. That's a nice Dell battery, a laptop battery. And I seem to pack a lot quicker than a lot of them because I've now done, do you see how many things I've packed so far, kids, since I've only just started? I'm only 29 minutes into my live and I've done about 20 packs, 30 packs. So what's that mean? I'm packing one a minute. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, now you have to learn as well, Jose Parks, how packing works. Yeah. So that is for Mr. Paul Dye. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate your business, sir. You are absolutely a gem. Use that. And what else have we got? Bum. Brian Neal, what's he bought me? Oh yes, the Zippo lighter. Hi, John. Welcome to the channel. Have you seen? Have you been making an impression across the pond on Josh Gates? No. Josh Gates. Who's Josh Gates? Josh Goltz. Who's that? I see you've been making an impression across the pond on Josh Goltz. Who's Josh Goltz, John? Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Look it up. Who's Josh Goltz? Find out who Josh Goltz is. We want to know who Josh Goltz is.
How do you spell second?
Josh Goltz is Galts. Hello, always. How are you doing, mate? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. Canadian YouTuber, big eBay seller. Is he really? What's he saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Is he copying me? It looks like he is, isn't it?
It does.
Well, good on him. As he mentioned me, I hope he has. I hope he is. I'll look it up later on. I see it now. How you getting on, Joe?
Yeah, so it's reinforced that wee part. I put some stakes in for the wood. Haven't drilled it in yet.
All right. Go and get that all get all drilled finished. I want it done, completed. And then what I need you to do, see when you're using the digger, when you're turning on the grass, do not turn too hard on the grass because you'll rip the shit out of the digger or out of the grass, okay?
Yeah.
So just when you're moving, you slowly adjust if you have to go a bit of an angle.
Okay.
If you move the tracks too hard, it'll just tear up the grass. And we don't want that on the beautiful grass.
So it's up for moving the...
Moving the stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Or you can handball it. Your call. Haha, you'll use the digger. Anyway, so where was I? John J mentioned you in the past 2 nights. Look at his 1,000. All right, okay. He's mentioned me. Ooh, that's lovely to hear. I'll check him out. Is he saying good stuff, bad stuff, or otherwise? What's the score with him? What's he saying about my business? Anyway, where was I? I finished packing that kiddo. That's that finished. What is next? Oh, another one. Yeah, there's plenty there. I put that price down too. So I actually put that down, that World Pay. Now here, guys, ask this question. Is it all positive? I'll check him out. I'll go and say hello to him. See this here? You wouldn't believe I sold this, right? This is sold. I'll put that down in price. I think I knocked the shit out of it in price. Yeah, so the World Pay reader, I think I charged... Yeah, it was cheap. But why are people buying World Pay readers? Why are they buying them? God only knows. It does come with everything, but it's quite strange. We're selling them. They sell every time. They sell every time. Box, box, box. Anyone know what that means? Box, box, box. Formula 1. I love my Formula 1. Anyone here Formula 1? Well, I shouldn't be talking about this. I should be talking about Amazon and eBay. So eBay sells, we are getting an average now 600 to 800 a day, which is really good. However, eBay are now getting, for the pleasure of this, they are taking 25 to 30% currently of fees. So they make, for every £100, they make between 25 and 30 quid. There it is. 25 and 30 pounds. Nicely boxed, nicely packaged off. And that's for Sarah. Sarah, where are you, darling? Sarah Haynes. It's nice. I had a Lord buy from me the other day. Did you know this, Did you know this, Richard?
Yes, I noticed.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Or was it a Sir?
Sir Robert McAlpine.
Sir who?
Sir Robert McAlpine Company.
Sir Robert McAlpine.
Yeah.
So I sold to a Sir. I sold to Lords. I haven't sold to Kings and Queens yet. When you sell to a King and Queen, don't you get a royal crest? Could you imagine it? Big Al with a royal crest on it. What do you think, Richard?
That'll be good.
Should we make a conversation? See King Charles buying something of eBay, buying something like the Leonardo collection of Big Al. Anyway, so guys, this live is really just to show you guys that I am here. I'm going to be doing this all the time for the next couple of days. It will end my live packing And reason why, it was just to show you and evidently prove as well that you can turn the business around when it fails utterly. This week we had the staff on short time. Next week I put them up by an hour a day each day, so it's an extra 5 hours they're getting. We're putting that up to 25 hours, which is great. Up to the 37 and a half they usually worked, not including Richard, because he just never leaves his bloody place. He's like me. But the rest of them, the guys getting up to 37. I see major green shoots. So the Anchor store, I don't know if I told you about the Anchor store. Did I tell him about the Anchor store, Richard? I don't know if I did. Anyway, I'll tell you again if you didn't hear me before. So I'm doubling my Anchor store. I am going and I'm transferring, I did say it, I'm transferring more products into an Anchor store. 2 Anchor stores I will have. There's a window on my current Anchor store. It won't go any higher by the looks of it. Keeps them going thereabouts and never seems to leave it, no matter how much I advertise. So what I'm going to do is I put another Anchor store in, another £500. So that's £1,000 subscriptions. That's what you were saying about me. Yes, the £1,000 before you get out of bed. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yes. But because of that, I'm doubling my sales up. I'm moving it up to so I will probably get between 6 and 7 grand, possibly. I would actually say 6,000 to 9,000 a week on eBay if I continue doing the Anchor stores, I double the Anchor store. So that's good in one way, but bad in another. That means more money. King Charles on the inbox, 18650 batteries, yeah. Yeah, he's up smoking the vapes. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I've done my wee live. I've said my wee bit, and I'm showing you what I'm doing. If you want to have a look here before I go, it is a short live, but if you have a look, there's the stuff I've packed so far. There's more stuff coming in. This is the stock in here. Rich is still scooping the stuff up, and we are working terribly hard to get this run. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please share who I am. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patronage to me and your comments and your mentoring, of course. Anything you give advice. I will check out that guy, Galt, and I'll probably see if I can do a compilation with the guy or try and see if I can reach out to him. The two of us can chat. But good talking to you all. Thanks for watching.